Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Random Vlog. Random Andrew here, Random Andrew channel, YouTube channel, you know, all that kind of fancy intro stuff. I am at a complete loss for what to vlog today. I'm going to be honest with you guys, right from the get-go. I have no subject matter, no main idea, no nothing planned for the vlog today. I always try and explain this whole thing of a video vlog. Whether your life is exciting, whether your life is mundane, not much going on, the vlog kind of revolves around your day, your life, right? And if your day, if you don't plan anything for a day, and believe me, for day after day after day after day after day, it gets very hard to plan for that many days. So you do have these days that are just kind of a void in between the fun points. So what I'm gonna do right now is tell you guys it stopped raining. It stopped raining, but it started snowing again. I'm preparing right now to take the deadbolt out. I've got it back on the 1.9s for now. I just want to see how the flares. This is my excuse to RC today. I want to see how well those flares keep the slush and snow from coming up on top of the Jeep. Fair enough excuse. But before that, let's go outside and have a peek at what it really looks like again. Okay, you guys ready for this? Bear with me. Okay, here we go. What did I tell you? It stopped raining and the snow started up again with a vengeance. We'll go right out to the road and have a look. And yes, I'll be dressing warmer than this when I come out. Look at that! It's not a blizzard by any means, but it's definitely not RC friendly weather. Bit of a breeze going. I'm sure there's wind noise in the background somewhere. Yes, very, very winter again. I almost would have rather dealt with the rain because the rain, it can't rain all the time. And the rain would have had to give us a break so we could get out and RC some trails without 10 feet of freaking snow. Look at this, the guys that are hired to maintain the property, they throw so much salt down. And it's that stinking blue stuff. It tracks through the building, it tracks through the house. And it barely provides traction. Oh, the door handle's actually ice covered. Oh, hey, Carol. You're not going back out there, are you?
Nope.
Okay. That actually made me think about something I can explain to you guys on the vlog here real quick. My neighbor Carol lives downstairs. You've seen her a few times. She's in the power chair. And I've known her now since I moved in here. She's actually now a really cool lady, really nice, but me and her didn't always see eye to eye. She blew up at me once in front of my daughter when I was still raising my daughter here. And we had words, but after my daughter went to her mother's and I was going through depression and stuff, Carol started being a bit nicer towards me, and now we're actually pretty good friends. The Canadian Mental Housing Association, who is supposed to be responsible for helping take care of the people in this building, well, they don't. They fall far short. Poor Carol's been stuck out in the snow, stuck out in the driveway, locked out of her apartment. Lost her keys, couldn't get in her apartment for a while, and I had to go and help her out with that. And I don't mind doing it, right? Like, both of my grandmothers are passed. Carol is a grandmother. She has her own grandchildren. But it kind of reminiscent for me of helping take care of grandma kind of thing, you know what I mean? She's a nice lady, deserving of the help. So I try to be here for her, and it's one of those things that I hope I don't have to move anytime soon, because if I move... Hey, come on, I'm vlogging here. Cat scratching. Anyways, because if I move, they're not going to have somebody around here to help her. I can promise you that. That's one thing CMHA Canada, well at least Elgin, has really gotten under my skin. They've dropped the ball on caring for a lot of people, and they're supposed to be the last organization to care for these people out there, or to help at least make ends meet. Canada, what happened to you? a flood. Yeah, as of last night, these roads were wet, water. Now they're all ice underneath. Well, I'm gonna have to say, first off, it's cold out there! Yes, it is. It's plummeting again in temperatures. But look at that, those fender flares? They didn't really keep a whole lot of extra. Actually, I think what you see inside the cab or the interior section, what would you call that, inside there, that's all snow that was falling and blowing. And you can see this where I found a little bit of a frozen mud hole. Half frozen mud hole. It seems like a lot of that came back down right on top. So I'm gonna let this thing warm up, some of that snow melt off of it, and then I'm gonna give it a good rinse off, a clean up. Yeah, that was kind of fun. A little bit cold, but fun. And wow, look at underneath those fender flares. They're doing their job. They're doing their job. They're doing it quite well, and they're still on there pretty solid. So I'm happy with my install job. If you didn't catch the installation video, that was yesterday's vlog. I think that was number 513, vlog 513. Yeah. Okay, I got some work to do, and I just had a battery finish. One more battery to go, then we're taking a Summit out. Try and get some footage of that too. Well, I've got Clifford charged up and ready to go. Gonna go outside and have some fun in the snow. Hey, that rhymed. That wasn't the intention. It's not the cleanest Clifford. Usually, you guys who've been watching for a while now, you know the work I went through to build this truck up, so you know that it's usually a heck of a lot cleaner than this. I think I missed a cleanup after one of my runs, so you still see salt in the tires. That's not good. I probably sprayed it down with WD though, that's what I'm guessing. So yeah, so those of you who are new to the channel, who haven't gone back and seen the videos yet, if you do go back and look, you'll see that there's been quite a bit of work put into this Traxxas Summit. I've already got everything all buttoned up and ready to go, so maybe after I do my cleanup, I'll do a quick walkthrough for the new subscribers, just to let you guys know. But right now, I'll tell you this, it's got metal axles, MIP axles, all the way around. Alloy control arms, they're the Integy Smooth. You know, there's a couple different sets of arms you can get from Integy for the Summit. Now these are the smoother looking ones. Let's see, what else do I've got? I've got the modified front grille. That is actually from a piece of Xbox 360 casing. And that's actually in need of being buttoned up itself again. It happens. I've only been mounting it with hot glue for lack of anything better. I have the 18-volt DeWalt drill motor. Right now though, Clifford's only running a single servo, and that is this ancient thing right in there. Literally a 20-year-old Futaba S300S or S3003S or something like that. Yeah, it's from the one of the old nitro planes that my dad and I used to fly. The plane's gonna need all new servos before it sees the air again, so I figured we'll just use it in this. And it's only one. It's a plastic gear servo at that. And you know what? It's provided me more runs than the two brand new 7 kilogram, is it 7 kilogram Arma servos. Remedy for this will be just one really strong servo. Then I don't have to worry about if one goes, it takes the other one out. I think it'll be fine. I'm sure there's other little mods that I've done to this truck, but otherwise the Summit, if you have one, you know that they are a tough truck, and you don't really have to do a whole heck of a lot to them to have a lot of fun with them. So let's get her out in the snow. Get him, sorry, him. Clifford is the Savage Beast, so he's a he. Again. You guys hear that? That's the pinion gear slipping again. Hopefully the problem's now solved. Now the camera was on, I didn't notice. The battery's almost dead, but I'm going to try and get a couple of drift shots for you. What the problem was, the motor mount, I'll explain it to you guys after. Very last breath of life this camera has, but I found some mud. I still got some clicking going on too, apparently. Oh, Clifford, you're a heavy, messy truck. Let's go. Well, if this doesn't sum up conditions in Canada, I don't know what will. I can't even see my... They're frozen under here somewhere. There's one. That's the other. Back is frozen in place. There's one. There's the other. There you go. Another useful reason to put... Oh my god, the whole body's frozen in place. It's heavy too. Oh my god, this body weighs what the frickin' truck probably normally weighs. Look at it all. And that's what she looks like underneath. So I'm gonna pull these batteries out. Then I'm just gonna go sit this in a tub to drip. And then I got some major cleanup and oiling and cleanup. Wow, that's heavy.
2 hours later.
And just like that, everything's nice and clean. If only it was as easy as just snapping my fingers and it taking that little moment that just happened for you guys. That was a couple hours ago, you know? I've cleaned everything fairly decently. I didn't do like a super thorough show and shine job, but I mean everything's clean and looking good. So before I go and explain a quick couple other things I forgot to mention earlier for some of you new subscribers, I do want to point out Traxxas Summit 10th scale monster truck. That's an actual scale truck, the Axial SCX-10 deadbolt. Look at the size comparison, okay? And yes, that's a mini milk crate under the Summit. It just helps keep the weight off the suspension while it's sitting there. It is a 12-pound truck compared to that, which is like what, 6-7 pounds? I haven't weighed it yet. I don't have anything that can weigh that light. So, on to what I was going to say about the Summit. A couple of things that I did mention earlier. Let's go over again real quick. The 18-volt DeWalt drill motor brushed. Replaceable brushes. I've got like 2 or 3 extra sets. Kudos to Just the Man Heffron. Let's see, what else have I done to this? They're probably sitting there telling me. Oh, the problem I had earlier was the screw itself didn't strip. It was the motor mount side, so I had to come inside, get the only screw I could find, which is actually a Robertson head, a couple of spacers to take up some extra space because the hole itself isn't really all that deep and it was longer. You get the idea. I remedied it. I come up with a solution. Some of the other things I did mention, the all alloy into G arms, the MIP axles, Trencher X's, Proline Trencher X's. Now the other mods that really weren't a costly mod, the underside of the body. Yes, there's been a couple things done, and yeah, it's still drip. It's not completely dry yet. It's mostly dry though. So all this flashing, the aluminum tape, and it's the really paper thin aluminum tape, really is the thickness of tape. So it's really easy to work with and cover up some wiring for the red underglow lighting. I have it set up. It'll run off of 2S. It'll run off of 3S. I don't think it'll run off a single, like a 4.2. If it did, it'd be pretty dull. But I've got it above each wheel well, above the midsection. And again, like I said, the wheel well. You're probably wondering what this is. This is out of an Xbox 360. It's a 12-volt DC fan. Actually, yeah, it was a 12-volt DC fan, but instead of just using 2 wires, it had 4, which means it's got twice the coils in it, but I'm only running it off of 2 wires. Figure that out. Anyhow, that is hooked up to a J-plug, so I can plug it into a 2S. Again, it'll handle a 3S because it is 12 volt, but no need. This does keep things cooler. It keeps the ESC cooler, it keeps the motor cooler. It's all mounted so it sits like this far above it once the body's sitting on there. It's a good idea, eh? Especially with the hot summers we had. Don't think it really matters in these cold winters. The underglow set up on a J-plug. These are for my tail lights. It's on a servo plug. Okay, check that out. The same with my headlights and the bumper lights. Those are all set up on a servo plug. Let's see, I'll just do this. And there's where you plug them in. That's just going into the receiver. They're stuck into one of the spare spots for lighting, but I've also got it wide. I wired it myself, so it's like a Y harness. I can run 2 off of one spot, and it works. It works. It does work. Put that back on there. I did have this fall off in the cold earlier because I bumped into something and it just popped off, so I'm going to have to think of another way to mount it, but that's for another day. For now though, I think I'm just about done with this vlog. With the lack of sleep lately and then getting up earlier in the day, by this time of day, I'm almost fighting to keep the eyes open. But it was otherwise a pretty cool day, a pretty good day. Didn't really get much done other than getting both trucks out in one day. I guess it would have been easier just to lift the camera a little, right? Both trucks out in one day. And with all this snow and stuff, who knows what the chances of getting out the next day, like tomorrow, will be. But you never know. I always find a way to get some RCing in, don't I? Thank you guys for your support. If you're not a subscriber yet, please do me a big favor. The subscriber count must continue to climb. If you like today's video, the music, the snow, during the edit, I really think it's going to turn out good. So I think you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it. But if you do, click like. And don't forget to share the video where it is appropriate to share. RC vlogs or daily vlogs. Is there a place to share daily vlogs? Yeah, social media. Anyhow, I'm tired, as you can tell. I'm going to get out of here for now. Thanks for watching. Think positive, stay positive. It does help. Truly. Positive frame of mind. Keep a smile on your face. We'll see you here tomorrow. Good night. Vlog over.